Some of them, conspiracy theorists, lunatics. This is true only up until the point where people actually come and hear the evidence. 98% of people who hear this, and maybe it was like 80% today, we can do a calculation for you, end up agreeing with us, and many of them sign our petition. So they stop calling us names after they actually have the courage to stop and look at what we're saying. That's extremely important.
This is a press release for architects and engineers for 911Truth. We're going to be reading off today a press release that's being done. It was done earlier today at 2 o'clock by Richard Gage himself in Washington, D.C. and is going to be sequentially read by everybody else. The same press release to the congressmen in the United States and up here in Canada to our MPs. And it goes as follows. Architects and engineers for 911Truth announces hard evidence of explosive demolition of World Trade Center high-rises on 9/11. I am the local AE911Truth supporter Matthew Rasico, also commonly known as Max Radico, to present this statement at Royal Gallipo's office at 255 Central Boulevard on September 9th at 6:30 p.m. This is the Orleans, Ontario, Canada district, and Matthew Rasico will hold a press conference at MP Royal Gallipo's office to present the findings of Richard Gage, architect, American Institute of Architects, and his group of more than 1,270 architects and engineers to deliver a petition calling for a new investigation into the collapse of all 3 World Trade Center skyscrapers on 9/11. Gage points to World Trade Center 7, a 47-story building that was not hit by an aircraft, yet collapsed in free-fall acceleration and in a manner consistent with a controlled implosion. Government investigators at the National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, have been forced to acknowledge the free-fall descent, an indicting fact after being presented with analysis by AE911Truth petition signers. Other facts that AE911Truth supporters have uncovered in the course of examining the forensic evidence include: the Twin Towers suffered a total destruction in 10 to 14 seconds in near free-fall accelerations, which can only occur as a result of preset demolition explosives. More than 100 first responders reported explosions and flashes consistent with preset demolitions. Multi-ton steel sections were ejected 600 feet laterally at 600 miles per hour, a distance and speed consistent with high-pressure explosive detonations. 90,000 tons of concrete and metal decking were pulverized in midair, creating the signature dust clouds of controlled demolitions. A massive debris field 1,400 feet in diameter, along with the absence of pancaked floors, indicates a very explosive destruction of each tower. The presence of several tons of molten metal found in the debris is consistent with the extreme temperatures generated by the use of thermite, an incendiary used to cut through steel like a hot knife through butter. An international team of scientists found nanothermitic composite material in World Trade Center dust samples, providing hard evidence of the presence of advanced energetic materials in the disaster debris. Quote, the official FEMA and NIST reports provided insufficient, contradictory, and fraudulent accounts of the circumstances of the tower's destruction, says Gage. We are therefore calling for a grand jury investigation of NIST officials. The petition that I, Matthew Rasico, will submit to MP Royal Gallipo on behalf of Gage calls for a new investigation and has been submitted this week to every government representative in Congress in the United States. The petition now contains over 1,270 architect and engineer signers. Altogether, over 10,000 around the world have signed the petition. Thousands of scientists, senior-level military intelligence, and government officials, pilots and aviation professionals, firefighters, scholars, and university professionals, and 9/11 survivors and their family members share AE911Truth's conclusions. And today, 2 new 9/11Truth groups directly engaged with AE911Truth have emerged. Scientists for 911truth.org and military officers for 911truth.org. AE911Truth findings comprise an important update to their 9/11 Blueprint for Truth, the Architecture of Destruction, which is available on their website, AE911Truth.org. The documentary presents scientific analysis of the explosive forensic evidence. The 9/11 Truth movement, which Time magazine in 2006 called a mainstream political reality, continues to gain momentum.
You come in? You ready?
He's not going to be here, but
That's okay.
I'm just going to drop this copy, just a copy off tonight, and I'm going to drop off another copy tomorrow at Parliament Hill.
The lights are off.
This is, how do you say it?
There you go. Delivered. I also commented on his Facebook page today. That's not for me, yeah. You guys are engineers? That's awesome! I'm looking for architects and engineers. Have you guys ever heard of Richard Gage? With him. It's called Architects and Engineers for 9/11 Truth. And it just explains that those buildings could not have come down due to fire, and he explains it with the scientific method. Shows it to you all in a 2-hour presentation. I met him on April 18th last year. It changed my life. And this is all I do now is hand out shit like this. This is why I'm so excited.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.